What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome back to FC Sean Predict. First things first, I'm off to Europe to watch a couple of Champions League games that we'll be predicting today, but I don't want to reveal which games I'm going to be watching for now, but I'm super excited about it, and that is why I may skip Premier League game week 15 and 16 videos, but don't panic, I'll still drop a community post with a table of my score predictions and tips, so you won't be left hanging, I promise that. But also, as I mentioned on my Premier League video, I also want to enjoy my vacation. I don't want to be stress editing videos in my hotel room. So yeah, let your boy have some fun. But the good news is I'll make a mini vlog just to take you to the stadiums that I'll be visiting, the games that I'll be watching, just to share you my experience. So whoever is interested, I'm going to be dropping those videos, right? I'll be editing those in the hotel rooms, but I don't want to do the predictions in the hotel room because it's gonna take a lot of time. So yeah, just expect the mini vlogs. Hope you're actually interested in those as well. Before we dive into game week 6, let's just take a quick look at game week 5 results and see how good or bad we did. So as you can see, we did 11 out of 18 predictions with such high odds and 9 correct tips. Let's start with the first one. Dortmund were hosting Villarreal. Our green box tip was Dortmund to win combined with over 1.5 goals with the odds of 1.92. We hit that tip, juicy one. And the second tip was Dortmund double chance combined with Dortmund to score over 1.5 goals with the odds of 1.72, and we hit that one as well. The actual result was 4-0 for Dortmund. And the following match, Slavia Prague were hosting Athletic Bilbao. Our tip was Slavia double chance combined with Slavia to score under 2.5 goals with the odds of 1.85. We hit that tip and we predicted the correct score for that game, 0-0. That's the exact game where I said I'm not gonna watch it even if you're gonna pay me. I knew it's gonna be boring, I knew it's gonna be 0-0, so no goals in that game. And we predicted the draw result with the juicy odds of 3.20. Whoever took the opportunity on that, fantastic. And the following match, Bordeaux were hosting Juventus. Our tip was Bordeaux to score over 1.5 goals against Juventus at 2.35. I was questioned, asked why am I backing them to score 2 goals against Juventus? Am I sure about it? But as you can see, we hit that juicy odd 2.35. The actual result was 2-3 for Juventus. The following match, Marseille were hosting Newcastle. Our tip was both teams to score combined was under 5.5 goals with the odds of 1.80. Another juicy odd there. The actual result was 2-1 for Marseille. We hit our tip. And the following match, Copenhagen were hosting Kairat. Our tip was Copenhagen to win combined was over 2.5 goals with the odds of 1.75. And we hit that tip as well. The actual result was 2-1 for Copenhagen. And the following match, Pafos were hosting Monaco. Our tip was both teams to score combined with Monaco double chance with the odds of 1.95. We hit that juicy odd as well. The actual result was 2-2 draw, and we predicted the draw result for that game, 4.40 odds. Wow. That's how we do. And the following match, PSG were hosting Tottenham. Our green box tip was PSG to win combined with over 2.5 goals with the odds of 1.90. Man, we're gonna see these kind of green box tips, confident tips with 1.90. The actual result was 5-3 for PSG. We hit that tip. The following match, Atletico were hosting Inter. Our tip was Atletico double chance combined with both teams to score with juicy odds of 2.25. The actual result was 2-1 for Atletico, so we hit that tip as well. And the following match, Olympiacos were hosting Real Madrid. Our green box tip was Real Madrid to win combined with over 2.5 goals with the odds of 1.90. That was our green box tip. The actual result was 3-4 for Real Madrid. We definitely hit that green box tip with the odds of 1.80. Juicy. The following match, Ajax were hosting Benfica. We predicted the correct winner for that game, Benfica to win. The actual result was 2-0 for Benfica. The odds for that was 1.95. And the last one, Sporting were hosting Club Brugge. We predicted the correct winner for that game as well. Sporting won 3-0. And as you can see, we missed 7 games. One of the most painful ones was Galatasaray losing at home. Unbelievable. And that was our game week 5 results. 11 out of 18 possible predictions with so many juicy odds going all the way to 4.40. It's not a joke. And now without further ado, let's dive into game week 6. We have so many good games coming up and I'm super excited to attend a couple of them in person. without a further ado, let's go. First match of the week, Kairat will be hosting Olympiacos, 35th against the 33rd. Kairat visited Copenhagen last time out. Oh boy, what a comeback attempt they had. Copenhagen were 3-0 up until the 81st minute. Then Dastan Satpaev scores, Buyback makes it 3-2. They nearly pulled off a comeback. That would be insane if they would actually score the third one as well. But Copenhagen's defense and goalie held on. Big respect to Kairat for not giving up. And Olympiacos were hosting Real Madrid. Crazy game. Chikunyo opens the scoring. Mbappe goes mental with his first half hat trick and makes it 3-1 at halftime. What a first half that was. Like, Olympiacos started it so well. I thought they just gonna crush Real Madrid that day. But Mbappe woke up and he said, not today. But still, in the beginning of the second half, Taremi makes it 2-3 and the game is on. But Mbappe once again said, not today, and he scores again. And Olympiacos said, you know what, we can also score, and hits back with another goal. But it unfortunately ends, well, unfortunately for Olympiacos fans, ends 4-3 for Real Madrid. Beautiful fight from the home team. What a game that was. And let's talk about Kairat's form now. It's looking spicy. 2-1 against Inter, 3-2 against Copenhagen. I mean, they are learning the Champions League vibe, scoring against tough teams. And I'm not saying they're gonna qualify, but I love backing underdogs sometimes, and bookies might favor Olympiacos in this game, but my heart says Kairat for a cheeky surprise. My score prediction for this match is 1-1 draw, and my tip is Kairat double chance, juicy 2.45. Why not? On to the next one. Bayern Munich will be hosting Sporting, 3rd against the 8th. Bayern Munich traveled to England to face Arsenal. And well, they conceded first, but then their youngest star, Lennart Karl, scored an equalizer, and he actually became the youngest Bayern Munich player in the Champions League history to score. Big moment. But unfortunately, history didn't save them. Arsenal hit back with 2 more goals in the second half and won the game 3-1. Ouch. And when it comes to Sporting, they hosted Club Brugge last time out. Predictable, but nice 3-0 win. The goals came from Cuenda, Luis Suarez and Trincao. Clean sheet, happy fans, good vibes. Now the fun fact is, the last time these two faced each other was back in 2009, where Sporting got demolished by Bayern Munich 7-1 in Germany. I mean, I don't see that happening again, unless Bayern is feeling spicy again. Let's see. But the bottom line is, Sporting are really solid at home but struggle away, and Bayern are rock solid at home. Classic Champions League drama is in the makings. My score prediction for this match is 4-1 for Bayern Munich, and my greenback tip is Bayern Munich to score over 2.5 goals, odds 1.82. On to the next one. Inter will be hosting Liverpool, 4th against the 13th. Inter visited Atletico Madrid last time out, down 1-0 at halftime, but then Zielinski equalizes in the beginning of the second half and the game is on. But Atletico's Jose Maria Jimenez scores a header and wins the game for the Spanish side 2-1. Ouch. And now let's talk about Liverpool. They hosted PSV. Oh boy. After that 3-0 loss to Forest at Anfield, I thought things couldn't get worse. Wrong. They lost to PSV 4-1. I honestly was expecting Arne Slot to get sacked the next morning, but nope, the board still trusts him. I'm not sure if he got the magic touch to change this. It literally feels like a ticking bomb. But the fun fact here is, the last time Liverpool visited San Siro was 3 years ago in the round of 16. They actually won the game 2-0 in Italy and lost at home 1-0, but still kicked Inter out of the competition. So Inter might still have that revenge simmering, and revenge is served cold. And considering Liverpool's form, I'm hesitant in this one. Inter with revenge on their mind and could be trouble for the Reds. And this one may end up being a super spicy game. My score prediction for this match is 3-1 for Inter, and my tip is Inter to win, odds 2.35, Or the second one, if you want something different, Inter to score over 1.5 goals, odds 2.0. On to the next one. Barcelona will be hosting Eintracht, 18s against the 28. Alright Barca fans, buckle up. Barcelona visited England last time out to face their old rivals Chelsea and got absolutely destroyed 3-0. Same old story. Ferran Torres missing every big chance in the world, and Araujo, well, let's just say he loves getting red cards at the most useless moments. These two players definitely gotta go. How many times Araujo can keep doing this? He messed up that goal against Inter last season. Before that, he got a red card against PSG in the, I don't remember what stage of the knockout that was. Every time we have big games, Araujo messes it up big time. And we all know why Guardiola sold Ferran Torres to Barcelona. I mean, his scanning ability is out of this world. He literally didn't see he could rely on Torres and let him go. And now we are paying the price for that to bringing him home. Meanwhile, Eintracht hosted Atalanta in their last game. Man, they disappointed me badly. Atalanta, who were barely scraping draws and losing games back to back, and Eintracht killing it in the Bundesliga, sitting in the top 3. I mean, we just double chance Eintracht. Man, it backfired. They got humiliated at home in front of their own fans, 3-0. Now let's get back to this game. This upcoming clash, insane. Eintracht better be ready to face Barca. Remember 3 years ago in the Europa League when big drama happened there? Barca fans were crushed. We ended up third and got downgraded to Europa League. And Barca fans were really upset, and all the socios sold their tickets online, and most were snapped by Eintracht fans for the second leg at the Camp Nou. And the stadium turned white. It was all Eintracht fans. And considering the first leg in Germany ending 1-1 draw, Spain was supposed to be decisive. And the final result? 2-3 for Eintracht. And Barca gets kicked out of the Europa League as well. What a heartbreak that was. And now, Barca have a perfect opportunity to take their revenge against Eintracht. You can expect fireworks. And as a matter of fact, Barca have to win their all 3 remaining games to qualify and possibly make it into the top 8 like PSG did last season, right? But it needs a miracle for that. And seriously, I don't see them missing that chance. I think they're gonna crush the next 3 games. Expect confident attacking football, goals flying everywhere, and a statement being made. And mark my words, this one is gonna be spicy. Watch it closely. My score prediction for this match is 4-1 for Barcelona, and my green box tip is Barcelona to win combined with over 3.5 goals, meaning 4 or more goals in the game, odds 1.90. On to the next one. Atalanta will be hosting Chelsea, 10th against the 7th. Atalanta visited Germany to face Eintracht, and wow, they forgot they were so close to the relegation zone in Serie A. They're not in a good form. They forgot about all of that. They absolutely humiliated the German side. The goals came from Ademola Lookman. He actually could have had a hat-trick that day, but he kept hitting the post or like missing big shots. But you know what? Ederson and Ketelaar said, we're gonna join the party. And they made it 3-0. Well done, Atalanta. And when it comes to Chelsea, they hosted Barcelona and crushed them 3-0. Literally outclassed Barca in every freaking aspect. What a disaster of a performance from Barcelona that was. First, Koundé scores an own goal. They play like they're training. They're not like quick enough to look around. They're just like in a sleepy mode or something. I don't know, those Mortal Kombat games where you get in that fatality state. Like, bro, like look around. Like, you gotta be quick. You play for Barcelona. It was embarrassing. Seriously, it was embarrassing to see Koundé, Ferran Torres, and especially Araujo on top of that. Embarrassing performance from Barcelona. And the second goal comes from Estevao there, and then Delap joins the party to make it 3-0 just to humiliate Barcelona. And this upcoming clash, it could actually be spicy. Atalanta putting like 10% in Serie A and 110 in the Champions League. So you never know what to expect in this one. I feel like Serie A is too boring for Atalanta, and they're just trying harder here in the Champions League. My score prediction for this match is 1-2 for Chelsea. And my green box tip is Chelsea double chance combined with over 1.5 goals, odds 1.70. On to the next one. Spurs will be hosting Slavia Prague 16th against the 31st. Spurs visited PSG last time out, and wow, what a goal fest that was. 5-3 for PSG. I mean, shout out to Tottenham though. They fought toe to toe, never gave up. They said PSG can score, we can score more. Like they were catching up with them. Like they weren't giving up until the end. And to be honest, Spurs did more than I was expecting. So from my side, I would say awesome performance Spurs. And when it comes to Slavia Prague, they hosted Athletic Bilbao, and just like we predicted, a goalless draw, proper snooze fest. So this upcoming match, Spurs are doing great at home, 2 games, 2 wins, beating the likes of Villarreal and Copenhagen. Watch out, they're getting confident. My score prediction for this match is 2-0 for Tottenham, and my tip is Spurs to win, combined with Spurs to score over 1.5 goals, meaning 2 or more goals by Tottenham, combined with under 5.5 goals in the game. The total goals are under 5, odds 1.80. On to the next one. PSV will be hosting Atletico Madrid 15th against the 12th. PSV faced Liverpool last game, and wow, what a performance. They won their 2nd consecutive game against the Reds. The first one coming in back in January, I believe, which we did predict that one. But pulling that off at Anfield, bro, big respect PSV. And when it comes to Atletico, they hosted a similar team like themselves, very defensive, Inter. And of course, Julian Alvarez had to be the first one to score. But in the second half, Inter Zelinski equalizes the game. And just when you thought the game is about to end, Jose Maria Jimenez just nets a header. What a screamer that was. Beautiful winner. Well done, Atletico Madrid. But back to this game, the last time these two teams faced each other was in the group stage of 2016 Champions League, and both legs were won by Atletico Madrid. 1-0 away and 2-0 at home. I seriously wonder if PSV still hold a grudge on that. And when it comes to Atletico's only 2 away losses, it was against Arsenal and Liverpool. So don't judge their away form, because I mean, facing Arsenal and Liverpool back then was tough to get anything. So my score prediction for this match is 1-2 for Atletico, and my tip is both teams to score combined with Atletico double chance, odds 2.05. On to the next one. Monaco will be hosting Galatasaray 23rd against the 14th. Monaco visited Pafos last time, and what a goal fest. Minamino opens the scoring, then David Luiz equalizes it against his old rivals. But wait, Pafos' goalkeeper makes a huge mistake by kicking the ball into Balogun's feet. And of course, Balogun takes the chance and scores that goal and puts Monaco back in front again. And all of that in the first half. But Pafos didn't give up though, and in the 88th minute, they equalized to make it 2-2. Heartbreak for Monaco fans. And their MVP player Victor Osimhen was injured on international duty. And of course, Gala did the most Gala thing, lost at home 0-1, and that was their first home loss since August of 2024. Are you serious, bro? How could you drop the ball like that? Unbelievable. I was so upset. Like, it reminded me of that Manchester United performance against Everton. So back to this game. You never know which Galatasaray or Monaco you're gonna get every time they play. So these two can surprise you when you least expect it. But let me go with my score prediction. 3-2 for Monaco. And my tip is Monaco double chance combined with over 1.5 goals, odds 1.72. On to the next one. Union Saint will be hosting Marseille 25th against the 21st. Union Saint visited Galatasaray on game week 4, and what a shocker, they actually beat Gala 1-0, handing the Turkish side their first home loss since August of 2024. Big moment for Union Saint. And when it comes to Marseille, they hosted the English side Newcastle, and oh boy, what a game that was. They were down 0-1 after the first half, despite dominating the game with 75% possessions and more shots. But as soon as the second half starts, Auba steps up and he scores 2 quick goals within 5 minutes. Unbelievable. And that's how Marseille wins the game. 2-1. Terrific performance in the second half. So both of these teams are fighting hard to stay in the qualifying positions, but Marseille are in a slightly better spot. My score prediction for this match is 1-2 for Marseille, and my tip is both teams to score combined was over 2.5 goals at 1.80. On to the next one. Villarreal will be hosting Copenhagen, 34th against the 29. Villarreal visited Dortmund on game week 4 and just like we predicted, lost the game. Down 1-0 at halftime, but then things get even worse in the second. They get a red card and get demolished 4-0. Ouch. And when it comes to Copenhagen, they hosted Kairat, but they almost got a reality check. They were up 3-0 up until 81st minute, and then Kairat scores 2 quick goals to make it 3-2. Looks like Copenhagen thought a 3-0 lead was enough to rest. Nearly paid for that lapse. And I thought that Kairat were about to make a comeback. Like if they would score the third one, that would be some unbelievable highlight of their first Champions League attendance, I'm pretty sure. And when it comes to Villarreal, it looks like they're prioritizing La Liga because they're killing it in La Liga, but then in the Champions League, they're falling apart. 1 draw, 5 losses. Unbelievable. Can they actually get their first Champions League win now? Big question. My score prediction for this match is 2-1 for Villarreal, and my tip is Villarreal to win combined with over 1.5 goals, odds 1.78, and that would be my green box tip. On to the next one. Qarabağ will be hosting Ajax, 19s against the 36. Qarabağ visited Napoli last time out and fought toe-to-toe, held them to a 0-0 draw in the first half, but the second half, mistake after mistake. Good for them that Højlund missed the first penalty, but then McTominay says I'll do it myself and scores the opener, and Qarabağ even gifted one back with an own goal. End result, 2-0 loss. And when it comes to Ajax, they hosted Benfica, and yes, as expected, they lost the game 2-0. But the fun fact here is the last time these two faced each other was back in 2024 in the Europa League. And guess what? Ajax actually traveled to Azerbaijan and won that game 3-0. So if you ask my personal opinion, I think Qarabağ should be getting ready for some revenge at home. My score prediction for this match is 3-0 for Qarabağ, and my tip is Qarabağ to win, or if you want something better, then Qarabağ to score over 1.5 goals at 2.0. On to the next one. Borussia Dortmund will be hosting Bodo, 6 against the 32nd. Borussia Dortmund hosted Villarreal last time out, and as we predicted, they won comfortably. Guirassy scored the opener in the first half and then added another one in the second half. Then later Adeyemi joined the party to make it 3-0, and Fabio Silva actually also missed the penalty, but Dortmund said we're not done yet, and Daniel Svensson delivers in the 90th minute to make it a 4-0 win. Good performance, Dortmund. Bodo hosted Juventus on game week 4 and put up a terrific performance, 1-0 up after the first half. But then they got too relaxed and led Juventus to score 2 goals. But then Sondre Fett equalized in the 87th minute, and I thought, okay, that's a 2-2 draw now. But Juve said not today, and they hijacked the win in the last dying seconds to make it 3-2 for Juventus. Now, the important detail here is if Bodo loses this one, their chances of qualifying to the next stage is gonna be super low. And when it comes to Dortmund, if they win this one, then they would have a strong position to actually stay within the top 8 and qualify to the next round without the playoffs. So, expect some drama in this one. My score prediction for the game is 4-1 for Borussia Dortmund, and my green box tip is Dortmund to score over 2.5 goals, odds 1.82. On to the next one. Leverkusen will be hosting Newcastle, 17s against the 11. Leverkusen visited Manchester City on game week 4 and shocked most of us by winning the game 2-0. Goals came from Grimaldo and Patrick Schick. Big credit to Leverkusen, like seriously. Their new coach Patrick Hjulmand is slowly figuring out how to get this team playing better, and it's actually working, it looks like. And when it comes to Newcastle, they visited Marseille, and Harvey Barnes opens the scoring, but then Auba comes alive in the second half, scoring 2 quick goals within 5 minutes and winning the game for Marseille 2-1. Now, I have a big question in this one. Leverkusen were able to defeat Manchester City away. Can they do the same to another English team in this one? Big test coming up. My score prediction for this match is 2-1 for Leverkusen, and my tip is Leverkusen to score over 1.5 goals at 2.20. On to the next one. Benfica will be hosting Napoli, 30th against the 20th. Benfica visited Ajax last time out and finally got their first win. Samuel Dahl opens the scoring in the first half, then Leonardo Barreiro joins the party to make it 2-0. That's how it ends. Big relief for Benfica fans. And when it comes to Napoli, they hosted Qarabağ. First half, goalless, then Højlund misses a penalty, but McTominay says, "I'll do it myself," and scores in the 65th minute. Qarabağ even gifts one with an own goal, and Napoli actually wins the game 2-0. Now, the fun fact here is the last time these two teams faced each other was back in 2016 in the Champions League group stage, where Napoli won 4-2 at home and then traveled to Portugal and defeated Benfica again 2-1. Now, the question is, Benfica, are you thinking about some revenge for all those losses? I hope so. And this is getting crucial. Benfica must win this one to keep their hopes alive for the next round. Fans will be pushing hard, expect Benfica get it done, get their second win. So the atmosphere is going to be tense there. My score prediction for this match is 2-1 for Benfica. And my tip is over 2.5 goals adds 1.75. On to the next one. Juventus will be hosting Pafos, 22nd against the 24th. Juventus visited Bordeaux last time out, and what a back and forth game that was. I mean, the game itself ended 3-2 for Juve, with the winner coming in the last dying seconds. It was beautiful. And when it comes to Pafos, they hosted Monaco. Big shout out to the home team. If their goalie wouldn't make a mistake and gift the ball to Balogun, I mean, they could potentially win that game 2-1. But what a gift that was. And as a matter of fact, Monaco actually barely scored the second one in the 88th minute to equalize. So, still, well done, Pafos. Both teams must win this one if they want any hope of qualifying. But Juve playing at home should have some advantage, right? But their only downside is the last 2 home games in the Champions League, they ended in draws. The most recent one coming against Sporting 1-1. So, big stakes, big drama coming up. My score prediction for this match is 2-1 for Juventus, and my tip is Juventus to win combined with over 2.5 goals adds 1.72. On to the next one. Club Brugge will be hosting Arsenal, 26 against the 1st. Club Brugge visited Sporting last time out and got demolished 3-0. Unbelievable. They're doing a terrific job in their domestic league, but not delivering it in Europe like they did last few seasons. And when it comes to Arsenal, we already know they hosted Bayern Munich, and that personally for me answered a lot of questions because Bayern recently beat PSG and now Arsenal beat Bayern. Like, I totally see Arsenal being the strongest right now in Europe, and the Gunners are doing a terrific job in their domestic league too, leading the table. So if they keep this up, they may actually win a couple of trophies here. So my score prediction for this match is 0-2 for Arsenal, and my tip is Arsenal to win combined with under 4.5 goals adds 1.72. On to the next one. Athletic Bilbao will be hosting PSG, 27 against the 2nd. Athletic Bilbao visited Barcelona recently and got destroyed 4-0. Brutal. And right after that, they visited Slavia Prague and goalless draw, 0-0. Meanwhile, PSG hosted Tottenham last time out. It was such a back and forth game, unbelievable. You just didn't know who's gonna end up winning the game. And honestly, big respect to Spurs for scoring 3 goals. I mean, in France against PSG, which a lot of teams are not even able to score 1. But here's a super interesting fun fact though. Last time PSG faced Athletic was in the Europa League group stage. I don't remember the year, but Athletic defeated them 2-0 at home and then visited France and lost 4-2, but still kicked PSG out on goal difference. Imagine that heartbreak for PSG back then. So now, if PSG still remember that, then they probably coming with some revenge on their minds. Just watch this clash closely because it's going to be intense, dramatic, and full of fireworks. My score prediction for this match is 1-3 for PSG. I just don't see any other way. And my green box tip is PSG to win, combined with over 1.5 goals, odds 1.91. And the last game of game week 6, Real Madrid will be hosting Manchester City. Drama guaranteed in this one. Real Madrid visited Olympiacos last time out, and what a roller coaster of a game that was. 4-3 for Madrid. Mbappe scores 4 goals, basically carried the entire team on his back. Incredible? Definitely. But conceding 3 goals to Olympiacos? Yikes. Madrid is basically like, we will win if Mbappe is having a good day. And honestly, I really hope to see the best of Barcelona and Madrid in Europe soon, because right now, it's a bit concerning. And when it comes to Manchester City, they hosted Leverkusen right after losing to Newcastle and lost at home against Leverkusen as well, 2-0. And Haaland was benched in that game because he played like a statue against Newcastle, and Guardiola probably said, you know what, I have to punish you. And he just replaced him with Marmoush, and guess what? Marmoush couldn't do anything either. Now when we come back to this game, I don't even have to tell you about the rivalry between Madrid and City. Last year in the knockout stage, Real Madrid first visits England and defeats City there 3-2, and then hosts them in Spain and wins again 3-1. Back-to-back knockouts for City from Real Madrid. Ouch. I'm pretty sure Guardiola is already cooking something for this one. So this game probably gonna be game of the week. But here's the kicker. Both teams are a little bit unstable right now, so buckle up because this clash could go anywhere. Goals, drama, maybe even a few own goals. Who knows, right? But my score prediction for this match is, wait for it, 3-1 for Real Madrid. And my green box tip is Real Madrid to win. Or if you want something slightly different, then Real Madrid double chance, combined with over 1.5 goals, odds 1.72. And that is all, guys. That was our Champions League Game Week 6 predictions. Just a quick reminder again, I'm not going to be making the Premier League Week 15 and 16 videos. Instead, I'm going to be posting community posts with a table with my predictions, so I don't have to edit or record anything while I'm on vacation in Europe. I'm attending a couple of these games, and I'll make a mini vlog for, to share with this community. I'm super excited. So put thumbs up if you like this video. Leave your comments and predictions in the comment section. Hype the video so, to support the channel. That's the best thing you can do for now. And subscribe so you're not going to miss out on next releases. And bye for now.